So this is something I've been searching for a minute now. Here we got the McFarlane. This is an exclusive Celtic Predator. It's the stealth version. I actually got this in Vegas. Now, if you guys are know of the show Pawn Stars, there's a dude that's on there. His name is Johnny. I can't remember his last name, but he actually owns a shop out in Vegas. It's called the Toy Shack. So I'll show you some pictures real quick. And then, yeah, he's the dude that whenever there is something related with figures or whatever, they call him in. And my wife actually surprised me by taking me a trip over there. And his shop is on Fremont Street, which is the old strip of Vegas. And, you know, I only remember him vaguely from an episode. I don't really follow that show too much, but I went in there and he had an incredible shop. Just really cool dude. We actually got to talk for a little bit. I wish I had my camera with me, but I didn't know we were going over there, and I would have taken some videos. And like I said, he's just a really cool cat. We actually just talked, and you know, he's a true collector at heart too. You know, I didn't think any less of him just because he sells figures, but this guy is just awesome just to talk with. I mean, he knew his stuff, incredible collection, and you know, I told him about ACBA and all that stuff, so I wish I actually had more time to chat with him. But of course, then, you know, he had all these McFarlane figures. He didn't have any of the regular Alien vs. Predator figures I was looking for, so I'm trying to get Scar and all that. But I actually am a big fan of this movie. I actually like the movie just because of the design of the Predators themselves. I mean, you know, it's not one of those movies that's, you know, gonna win any awards anytime soon, but it was a fun one. I actually own it. But yeah, gotta crack this thing open. Put this thing under a nice light and you got a really, really beautiful effect. I mean, that is top-notch stuff right there. The only disappointment is it doesn't come with the blades like it shows in the packaging. But other than that, wow, the effect is just amazing. It does got the does come with the spear, but it doesn't retract. It's got the disc blades, and then the little rocket pack on his back. And that blade right there is removable. Comes with a nice base stand. I don't know what I did with the pegs. I lost them, but still, nonetheless, really cool. I mean, it's got McFarlane articulation. The legs move pretty good. I actually broke right here at the wrist. My wife just hot glued it back together, but the detail's still there. You can see the face sculpt in there. Excellent, excellent done. There's just some things you have to pull the trigger on. This was right before I left for Vegas. I won this on eBay. The Figuarts Gohan, $93 shipped. So, whew. It's a pretty penny, but that's what it's going to cost. I mean, I've never seen this thing any less than, you know, $90. I mean, it's always been 90 to 100 and something. Even when Piccolo was still available for around $35, $40, he was still up there in price. But I just had to get it. Now, another thing is what's hilarious once again is 2 days before that, or just I think a couple days before that, I actually was looking online. I contacted even from Brazil with Love, asking him if he knew if they were going to plan to re-release this figure, and you know, he didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything even on the forum. So after I won this thing, 2 days later after that, they announced that they're going to do a Comic-Con edition of Gohan. So you guys, all of you out there, should be thanking me, because as soon as I put the order in for this figure, bam, they really release it. But of course it's going to be different in a way. But so I'm going to crack this bad boy open. So there we got Gohan all opened up. Beautiful, beautiful figure. I mean, they really nailed it with this one. I mean, in fact, all the Dragon Ball Z figures have been really good, but This one in particular is really nice because it's almost dead on. Scale wise, the look, I actually love this figure. It's got all kinds of different accessories, interchangeable hands. You can see he's got the open palm, and this one's kind of not a closed fist, but almost like he can grip stuff. And then of course he has the cloak back there, which I'll probably put that on later. Interchangeable faces. You can see there's that goofy face. I love that face. He's got kind of the open mouth. He's looking at the corner of his eye. He's got another hair design. See how the hair pokes out in the back with the straight, kind of showing his teeth. And this one, he's just got kind of that smirk on him. And then the regular face, of course. Focus. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful figure. I mean, this guy is spot on. Very, very nice. Now, of course, he is going to be re-released at Comic-Con, but I guess the coloring is going to be different. The belt right here, I think, will be blue, and the purple, it almost looks kind of, it will be darker in a way. But I mean, all the articulation is there, similar to Goku and Vegeta. I mean, just all the posability you can get with these figures is outstanding. Look at that. How can you not like these figures? Got ankle movement, toe movement. Doesn't have a double jointed knee, but the single jointed knee goes back so far to where you don't need it. I still don't really care particularly for that mechanism in there, but I understand why it's there, so you can keep the sculpt going. It's still a tremendous, tremendous figure. Here he is with this cloak on. The cloak does hinder the articulation and the arms going out, but you just kind of move it upwards. See, that's about as far much range as he goes, but normally you always see him with this thing just, you know, standing around, and that's like perfect right there. So you can get him in a nice scene with him training with Piccolo. So here's kind of a scale shot between them all. You know, the Saiyans that I own. You can see that it's just perfect scaling. I mean, all the way down. Vegeta is not that much, you know, taller than Gohan. You know, Gohan's a little kid, so he's short, and Goku, you know, towers a bit. I mean, that's just perfect. I love the way they're handling this line. I mean, if they would release them in the States, man, they would get so much sales increase. But still, nonetheless, it's nice to own these figures, being that they are, you know, imports, so it's a little bit limited out here. So being one of those only, you know, small few that have them in the community, I love that fact. But it's a perfect opportunity at Comic-Con to get a Gohan. This figure will probably never go down in price unless they traditionally re-release them totally, but the San Diego Comic-Con one will be a nice addition to get. And then of course, still got to get Piccolo and the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but all in due time. Getting set to take off to Vegas here. Watch my boy Webhead, his latest video. Yeah, that's nice. Really, really nice stuff. But today, got a package right before I'm taking off. We got, for my Maddie stuff, got the White Lantern Flash, Dove. Could not find these two in retail. And of course, Cobra Khan. So now, what do? Open them. I don't think his leg is supposed to bend like that. Alright, so we got the latest open from my Mattel pickups, Cobra Khan and Necron. You can see Cobra Khan has an interchangeable head. So he's got the kind of Cobra with the hood all flared out, or the hood all flared out. That's cool. Remember back in the days that thing used to spit water. He's got the little lizard creature from the 2000X series. It's kind of cool they added that in there. I like that. And then a gun, which I won't be displaying at all. It's just, that's just stupid looking. I don't like that, but all around the sculpt on them is really nice. you know, solid figure. You know, it's your basic figure, you know, body mold and all that. Still good. And of course, I had to fix Necron's leg. That's always going to be my problem with DCUC, is the fact that their, you know, legs, limbs, arms, they all come mangled at times, and we have to resort to, you know, fixing them ourselves. You know, the only time we should have to fix a figure if it's, you know, something that we just particularly don't like, you know, we're just being anal about. Other than that, I mean, these things should come out cool out of the package. But the face sculpt on them is super nice. See how close we can get in. Got the chains and all that. You can see the inside. That's a cool touch. Now, in the packaging, in all the pictures, he's supposed to have his sickle. Of course, he, for some reason, did not come with that. I don't know why. I haven't heard any no response about it, but it does have double jointed elbows and knees. That's a cool touch right there. So all around are really dope ass figures. Alright, I gotta give a huge shout out to my man Tenacious Rick, hooking it up with the Arkham City Nightwing figure. This is actually a really decent figure. I actually dig this one. The head sculpt I think is a little too big though, but all in all, the paint look on him, the armor itself is a really nice change up from how you see him in the comics or whatnot. Of course, you know, Arkham City has been known to doing things a little differently. Of course, he comes with a base right there. But still, just a solid figure. So once again, huge shout out to Tenacious Rick for this one. Here goes my little Nightwing collection. I actually do have the Renegades Nightwing, but he's mock on the wall. So you can see the Arkham City one is taller than the DCUC one. And of course, superhero one, which has no articulation hardly at all, but cool paint scheme. I still dig the DCUC one just because I actually like the fact that he has the holsters for his batons. I think that's cool. The Arkham City one does not have it, but you can tell that, you know, you can see the difference in all of them. So still cool figures. So there's this dude floating around on Facebook, Joel, I can't remember his last name, but he makes these custom capes. Dirt cheap, by the way, very cheap in price, but the quality is just so damn good. He makes them for basically just DC figures. It was funny, I asked him, I was going to have him hook up a Dr. Doom, and he said, I don't do Marvel, I just only do DC. So I was like, alright, that, you know, that's cool, that's, you know, what he prefers. But, you know, it was just funny. He just laid it out there saying, I only do DC, don't even mess with Marvel. But these capes, I think, came out really damn good, and they're accurate too as hell. Because let's zoom out real quick. You see, Superman's doesn't, you know, touch the ground all the way, and that's how he's always been. He's never had that super long cape. While as Batman, I mean, this thing can drape all the way around him. It can flare out really nice. It's just really damn cool the way he did it. Of course, the Superman logo still on the back. I mean, very nice touch. I really like the way these things came out. I actually have plans for a couple more figures. So I just think that's really damn cool. I mean, this guy just, oops, he's down. He does tremendous work. And that's the benefit too of having extra figures laying around, you know, so you can mess around and, you know, do stuff like this, send figures out to get customized. Very nice. And he made it, you know, it doesn't look all cheesy or not built right. I mean, it's just really damn cool the way he did all this. You see how that's still accurate right there? Damn. So I'm actually going to have him do a couple more figures like this. Bad. So here it is, Avengers versus X-Men, the big number one, round one. Here we got mutants versus the superpowered. And this one was okay. You know, it's just the first book, so it wasn't nothing too over the top special. I did really enjoy the back and forth dialogue between Captain America and Cyclops. I thought that was kind of cool, but hopefully this book will turn out to be something really special. You know, only Marvel can screw it up. I mean, it's in their hands. This should be like an epic fight throughout the whole entire run. There's 12 issues, I believe, in a 2 weeks period of each. So this could be something really good. Now, I honestly say I am not a fan of Ramada Jr.'s artwork. I hate it. I think it looks terrible. But he does do a good job with the explosions and scenes like that. But his characters just look so corny to me. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But so far the storyline was probably really good. Now it just seems like the mutants, well, Cyclops, will be the aggressor in most of this, because he's going to actually use the Phoenix for, I don't know, a rebirth, sort of say, even though this thing is full of destruction. But that's just the way it seems like it's going to go. Cyclops will be more the aggressor in this one, and he actually, fires the first shot, so to say. But this one was, it's a good read. I definitely pick it up and continue on. Now, part 2 looks like we're going to have one big fight scene all the way through it. So, I don't know. I'm going to continue on. Alright, guys. Thanks again for tuning in to Super Sunday. I'll be back next week with probably the redos or the must own. I don't know yet. We'll have to see how that goes. But so again, the petition to bring back Dave Vonner is still going down. I'll put the link to that in the description. So make sure you check it out. If not, just it's still all good regardless. But it's always good to voice your opinions. Your concerns or whatnot. Can't ever be afraid to speak up. But we'll still see how that goes. And again, I'm still continuing the boycott of Hasbro for the whole month of April. So it's all good. What I can't find in April, I can continue on in May. So we'll see how all that goes out. But again, thanks again for all you guys' love and support. And we'll see you next week. And don't forget to beat the scalpers.